Right, so this is the assessment for Unit 6, Plan and Prepare Gym-Based Exercise. We've got Sam Collier, Luke Halligan, David Daniel and Chris Metcalf. Right, outcome 1 then, chaps. Know how to plan and prepare gym-based exercise. We'll start with you, Chris. Number 1, explain the importance of careful and thorough planning and preparation for physical activity.
Obviously make sure like health and safety is like one of the most important things in the gym.
Right, David.
Make sure you have the right equipment when doing the session.
Luke.
The right environment, they might want to train outside.
Good. And Sam, anything else?
If people are disabled, make sure there's a wheelchair or some sort of thing where what they can work to.
Good. Number 2 then, outline the needs and potential of the clients, including reasons for and barriers to participation in the activity. Right, Sam, off we go again then.
The park queue, you need to make sure that there's injuries that stop them from doing exercise.
Good. Luke.
Motivation, they might need some encouragement.
David.
Make sure the health conditions are good.
Good.
So,
and Chris.
Safety if they're not wearing the right equipment and clothes.
Good. Right, 3 then, David. Describe how to motivate clients to take part in exercise.
Find out the goals.
Good. Luke.
Show them like the progress as they're going along. It'll help them.
Right. And why is it important to encourage them, Chris?
It's good to encourage people because then they'll like basically bounce off your energy and stuff.
Right. Number 4 then. Describe exercises that are safe and appropriate for clients, including alternatives to potentially harmful exercises, Sam.
Make alternatives if clients are struggling with if they have injuries or a disability or something like that.
So say somebody came with a knee injury.
Yeah.
What sort of exercising might you try and stay away from?
Lifting heavy weights.
Right. Okay. Anything else, Luke?
If they're disabled, use disabled machines like the hand machine instead of the running machine and stuff.
Good. Number 5 then. Identify safe and effective alignment of exercise positions.
Right. So if you've got like, if you want to do like knee stretches and stuff, you obviously got to your full extent, so you're going to warm them up properly.
Right. So say you're on the leg extension machine. Why is it important to make sure the knee's in the correct position?
Because obviously, like a knee, it's an important joint in your body, and you don't want to damage that.
Right.
So you obviously need to make sure it's in the right place.
Would you use all your muscles if it wasn't in the correct place, David?
No, you just use your quadriceps. So
Right.
you keep your knees straight and just rotate the muscles in the quad.
Right. So what's that called? The full range of
Motion.
Yeah.
right on a machine. Right. So why is that important then? To make sure we're doing that.
So you're not sustaining injury.
Injuries. Alright, good. And then would we use the muscles correctly if we weren't using the full range of motion in the muscle?
If you weren't using the correct posture, then you wouldn't be working out what you were aiming to work out by using that machine.
Right, good. So say you're doing a squat, for example.
Back straight.
Back straight, good.
Straight, yeah.
And where would we be facing?
Straightforward.
Straightforward, good. Right, so number 6, describe how to plan to use a range of cardiovascular and resistance machines, including free weights, barbells, dumbbells, collars and benches. Off we go, just one each.
Right, obviously, like if you're doing like barbells, you want to make sure all collars are on each side, so obviously the weights don't slip off.
Good, David.
Before using the weights, always do a safety check.
Good, Luke.
Demonstrate how to use the actual equipment before they use it, so then they're using it safely.
Excellent. Sam, anything else?
If they're a beginner using weights, you can give them a weight belt so they don't sustain injury.
Good, right. Move on to outcome 2 then. Know how to collect and analyse relevant information. So number 1, Luke, describe the screening process and the factors which affect the ability to exercise.
Park you.
So make sure you don't park you.
Yeah.
What else?
Make sure you know if they've got any injuries or anything for the park you, so you can design a workout around them.
Right. So say they came with asthma.
So obviously that's like cardio fitness, how like fit they are, because it's going to be hard for them to breathe if they've got asthma, so you're obviously going to have to work around that.
What would they need to bring with them if they had asthma?
An inhaler.
Right, good. Alright, number 2, identify the information needed to plan gym-based exercise and describe why this information is important. David.
How to activate the client, know how active the client is, so you don't want to overtrain him, you just want to keep it where his needs are.
Right. So say a client came to you and they were training for Thai boxing. What sort of stuff might you do with them?
Well, I do a lot of endurance weights, so I do a lot of weightlifting for cardio instead of doing it for upper body strength.
Right. And then what else might you do with them in a gym?
Do a lot of stretching, make them more flexible.
Right. Okay. Number 3, identify the range of different methods that may be used to collect information. Luke.
Questionnaire.
Questionnaire.
Make sure the client.
So why is it important to do a questionnaire with your client?
So you know, like if they've got any injuries or what they want to achieve from their session, so you can design a session
Right.
around their needs.
Why is it important to interview them, Sam?
Physical measurements and stuff like that, like to measure the height and weight,
Right.
to find out, you know, like what they're good at and what they're not good at.
Good. Why is it important to observe your client?
It's very important to observe your client, to see what he's doing, make sure he's not doing anything wrong, make sure he's lifting his weights right.
Right.
all the time.
And what's it called? So you might have taken the height and weight, and how might you measure their what's it called to measure their body fat?
BMI.
BMI. Good. Right. Number 4, identify reasons for temporary deferral of exercise. Forgot.
They could have like family problems, family issues and stuff like that.
Anything else? Why else might somebody stop?
Lack of motivation.
Lack of motivation.
Could be injured, so.
Injury. What else?
Financial problems.
Financial. Right, good stuff. Identify why it may be necessary to refer the client to another professional.
So if me myself I'm absent, so and I can't make it, I pass it on to another gym instructor in my workplace to take them through.
Right. Say they came to you with a serious injury. Do you think that's appropriate for you to be training them?
If I'm not qualified. If I'm not qualified, then I should send them to someone else that is qualified.
Good.
With that injury.
Right.
Some of them might like be disabled, or they might be like, for example, deaf. So you're obviously gonna have a sign language there, so they can help you with it, and it's gonna run easier.
Good. Number 6 then, describe the purpose of informed consent. Informed consent.
Make sure, like, obviously that they've read it and they know what they're getting into.
Right. Anything else on that one?
Make sure the client has signed it and dated it.
Good.
Read
And read through it as well. Good.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure they fully understand it.
So, right, number 7 then, outline the emergency procedures of a facility or organisation, Sam.
Tell them the fire exits and the way, you know, to get out, so they're safe.
Good. Anything else?
Yeah, obviously make sure they've got a first aider, like in the gym, if anything happens, and that's always it.
Right. Anything else?
Make sure they know the rules of the gym to prevent injury.
Good. Number 8, explain the purpose of the PARQ. What does PARQ stand for?
Personal readiness.
Readiness questionnaire.
Readiness questionnaire.
Fitness activity readiness questionnaire. So.
Right. Physical activity readiness question, right? And how to record and interpret the information we've provided. So, you've done your PARQ with somebody. How would you interpret it, and record that information?
You'd obviously get a copy of it and other stuff. It can tell you like what exercises they do. So like they do boxing, obviously then you can help them like further their like obviously get better at boxing by doing different exercises.
What would you do if somebody had put on there that they've maybe got a heart condition?
Design a routine around that, so you won't want to strain, like give them too much of an exercise, like make them do miles of running on the running machine.
Yeah, it can cause injury too. You know.
Do you think you'd seek other advice on that?
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure I knew everything I could.
Right, good.